Every time your AI agent explains a simple bug, you are burning through the tokens and also wasting your time. But I found a tiny script that forces your models to talk like a caveman, and the results are actually amazing. And in this video, using the tool, I'm going to be building my own AI visual agent, which saves around 65% of the token usage in the AI. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Build with AI series, where I cover local and free AI tools to build practical AI projects. So first, let's cover the main powers of this Caveman tool. We all know the frustration of asking a simple question to an AI and getting a massive text output. But this tool fixes that by forcing the AI to drop the filler and answer in short punchy fragments instead of full paragraphs. The core idea is that we are shrinking the model's vocabulary so it outputs fewer tokens. So we get the same technical solutions but end up saving a massive amount of output tokens in every single prompt. And you might worry that keeping the outputs brief might reduce the quality of the final output code, but here we are strictly advising the tool to leave all the technical context intact, so your actual code blocks and the terminal commands will stay completely perfect and ready to copy. What makes this incredibly powerful is that it is not restricted to a single platform. Whether you are using a web interface, a terminal agent, or a fully integrated IDE, this behavior override plugs right into your existing setup. And by removing all the polite introductions and the summaries, we are directly optimizing the context window. So the agent processes the logic with the full reasoning capabilities, but it just stops wasting time typing all the introductions. Let's look at the real example given by the Caveman team to resolve a React bug. Instead of a multi-paragraph lecture on how the rendering works, the model instantly points out the reference error and gives you the exact hook that you need to fix it. And when you are dealing with the backend logic, the response time is practically instant. It highlights the exact mathematical operator that is exactly causing the issue. And installing this tool is also straightforward. We just need to run a simple command whether we are on macOS, Linux, or Windows, and it will be installed in just 30 seconds. And you just need to enable this tool by calling /caveman, and it will compress every reply from your AI agents. This tool actually lets you control how aggressive the compression will be. There are 6 different levels, and you can dial it in basis how familiar you are with programming language that you are currently working in. Let's say if you just want to trim the fat, you can dial it basis how familiar you are in the programming language that you are currently working on. Let's say for example, you can go for the light mode, which removes all the robotic greetings like it is there in the same sentence, while keeping the overall grammatical structure intact. The default setting is the full level, which is the best balance between the speed and clarity. It strips out all the connection words, leaving you with raw, actionable developer notes. But if you want maximum speed, you can go for the ultra level. It assumes you already know the framework well, and just need the model to point out at the exact line of code. And in the notes, you will see a really brilliant technical detail that it actually keeps your language, which means if you prompt the model in your own native language, the compression still applies natively without breaking the syntax of your local language. And because certain languages are historically denser like the Chinese language, using them can actually pack more information into the tiny fraction of the token's output. And beyond just chatting, you can also use it for the Git version controls. You can use it to generate your conventional commit messages that explain why a change was made while staying strictly under a 50-character limit. And the code reviews also become really easy with this tool, as it just spits out the exact code line error, the particular bug type, and the resolution that is needed. Then there are some other commands as well that you can use for your own use cases. Just go to the official documentation and you will see all these listed here. For now, for testing it in my own local agents completely free of cost, I'm going to be downloading the skill.md file from this Caveman repository and combine it with the local Ollama model and check the differences before and after using the Caveman tool. For my project environment, I'm going to be using Google Antigravity. If you don't have it installed, just go to antigravity.google/download and download the installer according to your own platform. Then for running the local Ollama models, you need to have Ollama installed in your own system. So again, go to ollama.com/download and download the installer here. Now once you are in Google Antigravity, just go to the file menu and open any folder in your system as the current project directory. So every conversation that you have within Google Antigravity agent or all the code files and the readme files will be kept in this folder only. Now to build my AI agent, first I need the skill downloaded from the official Caveman repository. So you can just copy this command, open the terminal by expanding this willow pan and pasting this command here. This will directly go to the GitHub repository page and download the skill.md file in your own local folder. So now I have this skill.md file saved here, which will be used by my AI agent. All these code files and the readme file will be available in the GitHub link in description and pinned comments, so you can directly follow along the full project steps. Next, I'm going to be installing all the dependencies required for this project using this requirements.txt file. Here I've just listed the two Streamlit and Ollama libraries. Streamlit library will be used to build the final AI agent dashboard, while Ollama library will be used to run our local LLM models. So by using this simple command of pip install our requirements, all the required libraries that are there in the requirements.txt file will be installed by Python. So again, I will open the terminal and paste this command here. Now once these libraries are installing, I will go to the app.py file for my main logic. The local Ollama model I'm going to be using is the Q134B model. This is just a 4 billion parameter model which just requires a 4 GB VRAM in your graphic card system. But if you don't have a graphic card, you can go for the lower size model as well. Like in Q1, there is a 0.5 billion parameter as well, which can directly run on your own CPU. Then I'm going to be checking whether the skill.md file is downloaded in the current OS path. So if it is able to read the skill.md file from the local project directory, it will directly save all those commands in this Caveman prompt. Otherwise, it will make just a simple prompt, which will let that AI agent assume that it is using the Caveman skill. But if you already have downloaded the skill.md file, it will directly read it from here. This is just added so there is no error while we are executing the code. Then to compare with the normal execution, I'm just going to give a normal prompt that you are a helpful, detailed, and conversational expert coding assistant. Provide thorough, well-explained answers to the user queries. Then I'm going to be building my dashboard page. The title would be Caveman AI Visual Agent, and there will be a subtitle that we are using this current model, and the goal is to save 65% output tokens. Then I'm going to be initializing the session states for all the outputs that we are going to generate from the normal and the Caveman pathway. So first I'm going to be clearing all the text fields here in case if you are rerunning the tool. All these fields will be cleared in the dashboard first, like what was the normal output, what was the Caveman output, how many tokens were taken in normal way, and how many tokens were taken in the Caveman way. Then I'm giving a user input. I can just press Alt-C to see all these text commands. So in the text area, I'm going to ask the user that they can enter their technical question or the code to review. And I will have an example placeholder as well that explain why my React component is re-rendering infinitely. So this is just a software engineering question. Like sometimes the React app keeps on re-rendering. So we are going to ask the AI agent why this happens. But you can also give your own technical questions as well. Then there will be a Streamlit button with the generate comparison. So once the user clicks it, first I'm going to check whether the user is giving any input or not. .strip command is used to remove all the white spaces from the user query. And after removing these white spaces, if there is no text left, then I'm going to print a warning that please enter a question first. But if they are giving any text, I'm just going to give this message that we are generating normal versus Caveman responses. So in the normal agent call, first I'm going to start a timer just to check how much time it was taking. Then using Ollama.chat, we just need to give our model name, the system prompt that we have defined, the normal prompt that we have defined on top, and the user query, which is this, which will be same for both the ways. The temperature I'm keeping as 0 just to get deterministic responses, as these are technical questions. And once I get the response using the message and the content keys in this normal text, I'm going to be displaying this on the dashboard using the same fields, which is normal tokens and the normal output that is generated. Then secondly, I will just use the Caveman tool to make the same agent call, but now the system prompt will be taken from the Caveman skill library. Rest of the arguments like the user input and the temperature will remain same. Then we'll again get the response and save it to the Caveman text. And we are going to output that these were the tokens taken and these was the output that was generated by Caveman tool. In case if you get this Ollama error, you just need to ensure that Ollama is running. Just type Ollama serve in your terminal to start the Ollama service. Now for displaying the results, I will be making a 2-column panel. In the first column, I will have the normal agent responses, that these were the tokens used and this was the normal output generated. And in the second column, I'll have the Caveman agent responses. Now, these are the tokens used by Caveman agent and this was the final text output. Then I will also calculate the savings by just checking the ratio between the Caveman tokens and the normal tokens. And then finally convert it into percentages. And I'm going to print that these are the tokens saved by this process. And there will be a footer note that ensures the Ollama is running and you have the Q134B model installed. Now to install this model into your own system, you just need to run this Ollama run query. So just copy it Again, open the terminal in Google Anti-Gravity. Start a new terminal by clicking on this plus icon and pasting the query here. So this will download the whole model, which is 3 GB big in your own system. Now once the model is installed, you just need to run the streamlit run app.py command. So just copy it, open the terminal, and paste it here. So now my dashboard has launched. I'm using this Q1 3.54b model. My goal is listed here, and then user can give any of the technical queries that they have. For now, I'll just press the generate comparison on this same response that I had shown in the code. So now the responses are generated. In the normal agent, we are using 142 tokens, while in the Caveman agent, it is just using the 27 tokens. So there is a 81% token saving in the same question that we have given to the both normal and Caveman agent. So in the Caveman agent, it is directly given the response that the state update in the render body or the use effect are missing in the dependency array, which causes the infinite loop. To fix this, just move the state to event handler or use square brackets to use effect. While the normal agent is giving some direct paragraphs, they're directly updating this. If you do this, then React will rerun the render method again immediately. Then in second paragraph, that is again giving some second reason. And then again, it is given the fix in some 3 different lines. So you're seeing all of this extra text is directly compressed by the Caveman skill, resulting in the massive discount in the token use cost. So if you are using any paid APIs, this much saving is really crucial, as all the API cost or the usage limits are defined on how much tokens you are generating from the AI. But even if you are using local agent, which are completely free of cost, you can also save your memory consumption and the context window of your AI conversation. In the README file, I've also listed 5 key use cases where you can use the Caveman tool. First is the cost reduction, where you can slash your API bills. Then you can also get the faster inferences from your AIs because the text generation will be smaller. You can directly do your code reviews before publishing them to your GitHub repository, and this tool will give you a one-liner PR feedback. Then you can preserve the chat memory that will be memorized by your AI agent, as the overall context will be lower. And you can also eliminate all the scrolling on the small terminal windows when you are interacting with the AI agents on mobile platforms. And on top of this project, you can also do some more future feature additions, where you can add some dynamic model selections where the user can switch between different Ollama models, add some external tool integration using the MCP integrators, track your overall token saving across multiple conversations by adding a saving calculator, and save the final side-by-side report that I have shown as a PDF, or passing on massive prompt lists using some batch CSV mode. In README file, I've also listed another method where you can integrate the Caveman skill into the Claude CLI directly and launch the Claude CLI using the local Ollama models. So you can follow along the same steps that I've already covered in some earlier videos. You can check them in the top right icon and above, and use the same kind of project setup that we have done today. So that is how you force your AI to generate faster, smaller responses and focus on writing the actual solutions and the codes. All the code files, the README file with the step-by-step instruction on how to set up the project will be available in GitHub link in description and pinned comments. So you can grab them right now and start building the project easily. Let me know in comments if you have some suggestions for me to build more local AI projects, and follow the channel for more such AI builds, updates, and workflows.